Hey guys, I'm making this video because I have something that's been on my heart that I really want to share. I feel like everybody needs to hear it because I just get excited whenever I think about it. Growing up, I used to think that church and that being a believer of God was about following a set of rules. Like, these rules are going to make you happy in the long run. You should or shouldn't do this. Like, I felt like I was contained, defined by a box. And I went out into the world and, you know, broke all those rules. I broke all those rules. Because I felt like I didn't understand God's purpose. Like, I didn't understand why we had these rules. I didn't understand the big picture. I have come to realize that believing in God and living your life through His purpose, it's for people who have hit the rock bottom. I hit rock bottom. It's for people who have realized that there's nothing in this world, in this immediate world, that's going to bring us satisfaction and happiness. I try to fill the holes in my life with everything you could possibly imagine. I try to get the approval of other people, and I filled it with completely worldly things. And let me tell you something, it does not work. None of it made me happy. I felt empty. Nothing gave back to me. Nothing was giving as much as I could give. And the way that I see this is that God created this world. He created me. He created us all with this purpose. This world that we live in is dark and unfeeling and unkind and mean, and it's every man for themselves out there. And people try to fill this void that they have in their lives for purpose with drugs and alcohol or money or attention or fame or all these things. And it didn't hit me until I hit rock bottom that God is the only example of true love and kindness and compassion, and that is what's going to truly make us happy, is living our lives like that. And I'm not going to say when I was younger, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that this world, nothing in it could make me happy that way. Nothing could make me feel fulfilled. Nothing could give me back that kindness and that love that I was putting back out. And now I realize that God's the creator, and He created us to have this need, to have this purpose, and only He can fulfill it. You know what I'm saying? Only He can fulfill it with love and happiness and being kind to other people and loving people as God would love others. You know, that is what life is about. That's how you're going to get that love and kindness back. Nothing in the world, like, people live in the world and they try to fill it with, like I said, all those other things. They try to fill it with other people's approval, and they wonder why they continue to be let down and continue to be unhappy, because those things in this world that we think are going to make us happy, they're not going to make us happy. It's just not going to happen. It's not about a religion. It's not about having rules. It's not about paying a certain money to the church. It's not even about wearing the right things to church on Sunday. It's about none of that. It has nothing to do with whether you're Catholic or whether you're Baptist or Buddhist or Methodist or any of that. It has nothing to do with that. It has the fact that there's a God who created us and has a purpose, like a good purpose for our life. And it's not about following those set of rules so that we can obtain that purpose. It's about loving Him, loving others. And whenever you feel that you have that void in your heart filled, then you're going to want to go out into the world and show people why you're so happy. It's not because you followed a set of rules. It's because you've realized that your life needed something. All that meanness that you've been holding on to, all the past that you've been holding on to, all those bad things that have happened to you, nothing in this world is going to take that away or make it better. God's the only one who can fill the hole of the things that this world has left for you. This world was not meant to treat us fairly and to have that. And let me just say this as well. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect or anybody else who believes in God is perfect. He created us as humans, which means we're going to make mistakes, which means we're going to be hypocritical and judgmental. But because of God, because of his love for us, we don't have to worry about those things. We don't have to worry about feeling guilty over something that is inevitable. We have faith that God is going to do something with us. We have a purpose now. And I'm not trying to throw a bunch of religion mumbo jumbo out there, because that's not even my point at all. It took me a while to get to this point, and that doesn't mean I'm perfect. People that I work with, people that I see on a regular basis, my family, they can all tell you that I'm not a perfect person, but I have joy, I have happiness, because I know that those things don't define my purpose in life. Those things don't make me any less worthy of God's love, of love from other people. It doesn't happen. And man, the light and the love that I feel and the way that my heart has changed just for other people, it's amazing. Like, I find myself wanting to know more. Like, I want to do more. Like, the purpose for my life, I feel like invincible. I feel like that there's so much out there that I can do just because God's on my side. Because I see my purpose and I know He's got a plan for my life, because I'm giving light into this world. I'm putting it out there for people to see, because it's not about converting people. It's not about saving people. It's about realizing that we're all put here for a reason. We all have that hole missing in our lives, and we all crave that light. We all want that, but we try to cover it up so we don't seem vulnerable. We don't seem like we have anything missing in our lives, and we try to fill it with other things that make us happy temporarily. But at the end of the day, when you're laying in your bed at night and you feel unsatisfied, you feel like you haven't accomplished anything, that's because nothing in this world, nothing here on earth, nothing that you can get from other people, no approval, no satisfaction, no job, no any of that, nothing is going to make you feel satisfied on the inside until you realize that God has a purpose for you. And then if you let that light in, that goodness in, and shine it to other people, that's where it all starts. And it just blows my mind that it took me to hit rock bottom. And that's why you hear people give their story about, oh, I was on drugs, or, oh, this happened, I was in a bad place in my life. That's because I understand. I was there. Like, I tried to fill my life with all these things that could not give me happiness, and I didn't understand why. I didn't understand why I wasn't happy. I didn't know what I wanted out of life. I didn't understand it. I didn't get why I felt so empty. And I pushed it away because I'd had bad experiences with church, and I felt like, God was disappointed in me because of all the things I'd done in my life. But it's not about living your life according to a set of rules. Like I said, it's about the fact that you're trying. It's about the fact that you have that love, and that you're just giving it back to other people. You're giving it back to God. You want to learn more. You want to know, how can I become more happy? How can I become more joyful? How can I incorporate these things in my life to make me happy? And it's not, like I said, it's not about religion, and I've said it a million times. But this is it. This is it. Like, I hope that somebody gets something out of this. I hope that somebody understands that I'm not trying to preach to anybody. Like, I'm living proof. And if any of you know my story or know where I've been at all, how can you deny it? And I'm sorry that I look so rough. I went to the gym today. But y'all, this is unreal. This is something that people search for their whole lives, and they try to fill it with all these things. And like I said, I tried to as well. And man, it's such a wonderful thing to be able to feel this way and to give this back to other people. And I just hope that other people realize this is what life's about. So all I can say is this is my hope for everybody. This is my hope for the world. And if I'm doing something by putting this out here, Raven, stop, then I'm giving back. I'm completing my purpose. I'm going to share a verse just because I feel like it's necessary, and I really liked it, and it was highlighted in my Bible already. So Psalms 33, 20 through 22. We're depending on God. He's everything we need. What's more, our hearts brim with joy since we've taken for our own His holy name. Love us, God, with all you've got. That's what we're depending on. And that says it all right there. Raven's trying to get in on this video again. But thank you for everybody who's supporting me, and I hope that no one feels any kind of like offense to anything I've put out there. But if y'all have any questions or anything that you'd like to know, I'm more than welcome to share anything with you. Y'all have a good day. That was so cheesy.